Oh, hello, crafty friends. I'm Martha G. and Irene, Annette, Mary T. I saw Glenn up there. Can you scroll up for me, please? I saw Glenn and same people. Betty. Hi, Betty and Roberta. Mary T, I think I said. And
Jane G.
Who?
Jane G.
Oh, Jane G. Yeah, Jane's out there.
There you go.
Okay. So there we go. Yep. We're going to have fun today. Oh, I tell you, those snarky, I've heard so many comments about those snarky comments. Everybody loved them. Oh my gosh. In fact, everybody loved them enough. I went in to see if I could get more. There's another company. If you guys really love these, there's a company that I can go to get snarky rubber stamps that are just great fun. Do you remember when we had those, Margie?
Mm-hmm.
Riley and Company? Well, we have my wholesalers don't have them these days, but I can get them from other places. I can get them from direct from their website. So anyway, let's get started. I said we were going to do the Hunkydory explosion box cards, so that's what we're going to do. I don't think this is going to take very much time. I could be wrong. Famous last words. I don't think this will take long. But, oh, nope, I didn't finish yet. I was going to say grab my quilling from this week because I liked seeing the little yellow daffodils, but my tulips aren't entirely done. You can still grab one, I guess, and add tattooing to my repertoire. Oh yeah, I wasn't doing anything productive between 2 and 3 a.m. anyway. I might as well put that time to productive use, right, Glenn? You guys are so funny. I didn't finish my tulips yet from this week. I haven't gotten them. I need to make some more leaves and attach them in their pot. But I did think, since you guys seem to enjoy seeing the daffodil last week, that I would show you my quilled tulips from this week. So if you want to go ahead and
you want to come in close?
Come in close on my hands, and we'll go to work from there.
And there we go.
Here's my little, we probably need to come even closer to see my tulips. Here's my little tulips from this week. We're going to put our tulips in pots, just like we did our daffodils. I have my little pot made, and I have my little tulips that are just about the right size, but I need more leaves to put them in their pot, and I have them standing up and behave themselves. But you can see where we're going anyway with our pretty little tulips in a pot. Oh, I will. Margie's right here. Maybe you can make a note of that order number for Roberta. She said Kat missed one of her orders.
Is that because you were looking at the email or in a box?
I think she's saying it didn't get into her box.
Well, the box is still sitting downstairs, so that's what I'm confused about. So it must have been an email. She did actually put it in the box.
Okay.
She marked it as shipped afterwards. She just missed it in the combined shipping note.
Okay.
So
anyway,
I think you got everything.
There's our little tulips. I'll show it to you when I get it all put together there. We're having such a good time with these little miniature flowers, I'll tell you. We did the daffodils last week. We did the tulips this week. Next week we're doing, oh darn it, the name of it just got away from me. Crocus, and we're going to do lavender and we're going to do snake plants. Hi, Humberta. Nice to have you with us. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on making an explosion box card. You are so welcome, friend. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is punch out my main piece here. You can see that those of you who have made explosion boxes, which I think is probably almost all of you now, since we do so many explosion boxes with our explosion box board, will know that this is our main piece. And what Hunkydory has done that makes this really beautiful is that they foiled this piece. And then those pieces I was punching out are for the back. Since they can only foil one side, they give us those pieces to put on the back. So we have foiled on both sides of our cardstock. So that's gorgeous. These are already pre-scored and things. I should have shown you that before I laid those out. Already pre-scored for us. Hi, Karen.
Let me move your camera out.
Yeah, it is almost cheating, Betty. Those of us who have done all the cutting out work ourselves know it's almost cheating. But you know what? We're paying for that cheating too. These are really fun and easy and tremendously beautiful cards, but you're paying for the convenience. They're $10 a piece.
$10 a box?
$10 per kit, and each kit makes one card. So you're paying for that convenience. But I'm going to go ahead and put these beautiful foiled pieces. Oops. Go ahead, that's the back. So I just lifted the paper a little. I'm going to center these on the back. Put those right there. It looks like we have 3 layers, Glenn. And then one thing they have done differently, which is a great idea for our other explosion boxes, is that they're they're providing us. They're not giving us anything. They're providing us. Hi, Thelma. They're providing us with a piece of acetate and some fun little butterflies and flowers and things that we can, some little movables, and they are providing us with those to go in the center. Like we tend to build a box in the center of our explosion box. These guys are putting movables in there. So that's going to be fun to see how that works out. Well, Humberta, it's really good to have you with us, friend. There's so many people who watch. I know there are, because we have 3,800 subscribers. And we have hundreds of viewers to each of our videos. Even though we don't have so many people live at any given point in time. But so I know lots of people are out there watching, but it's always so nice when somebody who can't always come to our videos pops in to say hi. It gives us a chance to say, we appreciate you, and we're glad you're there. So there we go. Foiled on both sides now. Okay. Then we've got layer 2. We'll go ahead and pop this one out. And just like layer 1, they've given us pretty foiled pieces to go on the back. So we'll use those. Isn't that gorgeous? They're pretty. And I'm sure I'm supposed to know what these two are at the bottom, but I don't. So I might have to look at the instructions. to figure out what they want us to do with that. I'm thinking it might be part of the bow, but I don't know. We'll punch them out and set them aside. We'll figure it out. No sense worrying. We'll figure it out. All pre-scored again. Pre-scored, pre-foiled, pre-decorated. They really are easy. Okay. Okay. Can you go back up a little bit for me? I'm trying to figure out if Hubert is a different person or if I'm calling her perhaps by the wrong name.
It says Humbert.
Humbert. Okay. So I think I don't know.
Somebody said Babette.
Okay. So hopefully I'm calling you by the right name. If I'm not calling you by the right name, please forgive me. It's my ignorance showing. But anyway, it's always good to have our friends with us. Very good to have our friends with us.
She said that she likes to catch you.
I agree with you, Glenn. I do love the fact that, excuse me?
She said that she loved your products and was thrilled that she caught it this one time.
Oh, good.
And that she doesn't normally get to, but watches it later.
I tend to agree with you, Glenn. I like having the latitude of having 7 full layers available. It's Humbert. Oh, Humbert. Humberto. Okay, so I did get it okay. Humberta. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you helping us to pronounce it correctly because nobody wants to be disrespectful. We just don't know sometimes. Oh. Okay, we've got 2 full layers decorated already. Both sides. I must say this is easy. I'm going to go this way because the patterns are a little different and I like that. Okay, here's 3rd layer. So we'll go ahead and take this small layer out.
Debbie, have I told you lately that I love you?
Only when you were being snarky. There was a note of sarcasm when you said it.
This time around, however, you are correct.
What did I do?
Half of these 1/4-inch strips are not and have not ever been listed.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot do that and do this at the same time.
Margie's trying to straighten out the quilling strips. We have 47, I think it's 47 colors in 2 widths, plus different styles.
And I was just about to say,
that's just the regulars.
Other colors. You've got
yes, because we
8 jewel tones and 9 metallic.
Yes. And we love them all. We love our variety. Hi, Sue. Good to see you. Well, I'm glad to have you with us tonight, Sue. You guys are making me feel great that you're visiting and saying hi. And I think I said hi to Karen, but just in case I didn't, Karen, hi. I think I did, but you know me. I don't know. Mine like a steel trap. If I said it more than 35 seconds ago, it's gone. It's gone. So Margie's really appreciating my love of variety and quilling and how I have to have all of the different quilling strips available to
My
us.
idea was that I was just doing the inventory and putting them all nice and neatly together. Not that I have to enter an extra 20.
But we love you too, Margie. Don't we, guys? We love Margie.
Now quit being snarky.
I'm not being snarky. We do love Margie. We're just encouraging her along through her project. There's nothing snarky about that.
Well, I will tell you, we've got a whole bunch of overstock.
Well, that's good, actually. Yes, Karen, you're right. We do love Margie.
Just had to tease Debbie a little bit.
Yes, Margie, Brittany, they all love me when it comes to my need for variety.
Oh, no, I appreciate that, because don't get me wrong, I buy things all the time.
I think some of those things that we ordered with the idea that they would just hang out upstairs for Quilling Club never were put in the system. No. You're right. I just took cash payments for them and put the cash in the till.
Yep.
In Quilling Club. But it will be really nice to have them all in the system so everybody can.
If you get inspired by Debbie's tulip.
Why don't you why don't we give them the choice of what we work on in that next class? If you'll bring the lilac card, we will give you a choice. Margie and I were just deciding as we came on tonight what we're going to work on from here. Margie was advocating that since we hadn't done any quilling for a while and it's very seasonal, that you might enjoy doing the lilac card that we did in class. Come in close to this, Margie, would you please? This is the lilac card that we did in class. And it's very seasonal right now because lilacs are just coming in everywhere.
I smelled them all the way from the back of my folks' house to the front with all the stuff that I was doing yesterday. And they all smelled
so this is one choice you have. But this is the other choice you have.
Say hi to Sharma.
Hi, Sharma. I was thinking that this would be a really, really fun Mother's Day card. So we can do a tattered lace, which we haven't done for a while. Or we can do quilling, which we haven't done for a while. I need to know which one you guys prefer.
Can you remind me, is this a Thursday or a Saturday class?
This is going to be, oh, yeah, I was looking for something for this week, wasn't I? Oops. I think we'll do this Saturday. And maybe I'll put this on the agenda if you guys like it. If you guys like it, we will take this up for Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday me.
It's daffodils, but I'm talking about the week after.
Okay. I'm like, wait.
Maybe we can do both. What do you guys think? You like these projects? I'm going to give you guys a minute to answer. I'm going to get back to my project here while you guys are thinking on it and are typing. Okay. This is the lid to our project. This one, it recommends that we use red tape. I would say use either red tape or glue. Yes, 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 both of them. You like them? I like both. Okay. Tattered lace. Okay. We're going to do both of them. This Saturday, we'll do the tattered lace. That'll be great fun. We haven't done a tattered lace for a while, and I always enjoy those. The magazine. Okay. And then on next Thursday is daffodils, unless Margie decides she needs an extra week. No,
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. On these tabs, you either want...
It gives me a reason to sit for a little while with all this moving.
And you can say, it's my job. I got to do it, guys. Exactly. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I got to do this. Margie's parents are moving, so she's helping Glenda and her dad. I just said, called your mom Glenda so they would know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys know Glenda. She drops in to see us sometimes. Anyway, Margie's helping her mom and dad move.
To our house.
Yes. When you put the tape on, it doesn't seem right, but you're putting the tape on over the foil on this little tab. It never seems right to me to tape something on the foiled side, but that's what you do. You're just using a small piece of tape there, but you do want either glue it and hold it till it bonds good, or use super tape, which is the red tape that I have stuck all over my fingers. And we're going to put the tape on the foiled side of this little tab. Thank you guys for your votes. You're getting both. I've decided that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you both. I had one of the things I had on the calendar coming up was the hydrangea. I wanted to do the hydrangea with the gilding waxes, but I looked and I don't have any of the big one, and I don't just want to do the corner one. I want to do the big one. So I have those on order, and we'll do that later. Hydrangeas, the beautiful thing about hydrangeas is they bloom all summer. So I can put that in wherever I want. The Tattered Lace magazine is in stock. It is not listed at present because there's a few things that came in that I grabbed and said this is going to be class material that I have available, but I don't have them listed. We should look and make sure.
Ones?
It is,
The magazine?
Yeah. The magazine is number 81. We should look and see how many of those we have. Magazine issue 81, Tattered Lace. It's not new. As you know, I can't get the new ones, but it is one that I reserved to do a class with because it was beautiful. Okay. We're going to go ahead and assemble our box. And then we're going to put our good stuff in the middle of our box. There we go. I think I'm going to just go ahead and glue these layers. Yeah, once I know how many issues we have, we will move it over to where you can purchase it. I've just had it on reserve for class. That number has dialed over and over again today, but they're never there when I answer, which makes me think it's a marketing call.
Calling.
Huh?
Robot calling.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it's a robocall. I could do this with red tape, or I could do this with glue. I just want to do it with something that's going to hold good. So, put my glue all over the bottom. Stick it in the middle here. And I will line it up, kind of looking at these little corners. I can see that I'm getting it straight. Okay, so we have our box done. We have a lid for our box, but oh no, we're not finished yet. But there is our lid. So we have this part of our project finished just that quickly. Wow, this is pretty. Okay. Now, we have these lovelies. We have a bow and a tag to go on our box.
I don't even have to open one to see about the papers, because if we read the front of the magazine, it says 20 paper designs inside.
Yes. Okay.
We have 23.
Okay, so we have plenty of them. Do you want to
I'll
go
put 'em up
ahead
right
and
now.
push that to the store?
It's not in the computer at all.
Oh,
so
it's
I
not
have
in.
to
Okay,
do it,
we'll have
so
to list
give me
it.
till the end of class.
Okay, well, there's no hurry. We don't have to have it
Well,
quite
I
that
can,
fast.
I can do it while we do this.
Okay,
That's not a problem.
okay.
It won't be highly detailed.
Usually they're the ones that are over there are listed in Cellbrite, but
Yeah,
not.
I looked in Cellbrite.
Okay, but not pushed to the store. Okay.
There for a while, and these have been there for a little while. We
Okay.
weren't putting them in at all.
Okay. Okay. There's 2 different bows and 2 different tags on our sheet that you can choose from and save the other one. To do these bows, we fold these little tabs back and glue them. And then we run this little tab. Oops, I'm not even on camera. Can you move that camera a little bit further out? No, actually this way.
Oh.
Pan up just a little. So if I'm working in front of my, in front.
Will that help?
Yes.
Do you want to go back in a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay. So I'm going to take this little bow and I am just kind of folding it, the 2 sides together. And I'm going to let my glue adhere in the center. There actually is, this is not in this one, Glenn. This is not going to be a box. We're going to have pop-ups here in the center on acetate coming up. I just haven't done them yet. That's another sheet, and that's our next step. There's no lid for the box because this one does not have a box in the center.
It would kind of be cute to create a box that it could pop out. Now we're just
kidding. But the idea is I'd have to re-engineer this kit. It's all done for us. If we're going to have things pop up out of a box, why don't we make a box? That would be the plan. Okay. So once you get these bows wrapped around, then we're going to take this little piece and we're going to wrap around the center of that to make that look beautiful. And I'm going to glue that and hold it for a minute. Or I could have just taken a piece of red tape and wrapped around the whole thing. And then I wouldn't have to be holding it while it glues in place. But fortunately, our Cosmic Shimmer is really fast. Okay, and then this bow can go with this, and isn't that beautiful? Now we have those 2 little pieces I mentioned earlier. Where did they go? I didn't throw them away, did I? I did. Let's retrieve those. I think these are meant to be ribbon on the top of the box lid. Now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure that's what these are. So let's get our box lid here and decide if we want to use these. These run from here to here and from here to here. Kind of like we do on our box lids, huh? Only we use ribbon and wrap it all the way around. Margie's actually working on it now, Roberta.
Aha, it won't take me long at all. I found it. It did not pop up on the 3 different ways that I typed it up, but I went through picture by picture, which is ridiculous.
But she's got it coming.
But it's coming.
And she's feeling clever.
And I'm feeling clever.
She's feisty today, Margie.
Oh, that's 'cause
After
I'm
all these
sore.
days of working with her parents, she comes in here and she's just downright feisty. That's
I'm
a good thing,
sore.
Margie. This should be a safe place.
But feisty in a kind, nice way.
Yes, of course. Always. Okay, I'm gonna put my bow ribbons there. I'm gonna put some glue on the back of here. I have to decide how I want this to be.
Need to verify $24.99.
Huh?
$24.99.
I think it could be $19.99. Some of the older editions did cost me, or did retail for $24.99, but they kind of lowered the price over time. And our price also depended on whether or not I needed to pay shipping from UK. But we're doing it for $19.99 because why not? Oh, I saw that, Annette. I will have to get that for you. I'm sorry. I spaced it. If it's on an order note, I forget. You should probably really email me with those because I don't always see the order notes. But I did see it in your case. I can't blame that. I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. There's our box with a beautiful lid on it. Wowzer.
Good night, Mama.
I have to be good because there's a full moon. Okay, love.
Do you want me to mark the magazine as a use your own stash?
Yes. But there's not going to be that much extra to add. I'm going to put a little love tag on there. Yes, I'm sure that Emma is quite excited to have her grandma and grandpa next door. I am sure of it. Okay.
It hasn't quite sunk in yet, but I think with all the moving things in, it's going to sink in. So they're officially going to be moving in as of sometime next week.
So I have this beautiful sheet of the add-ons. These are the wiggly things for the center. So I'm going to get a few different ones here. I think just so that these can be back to back, if we have two of each, I may, if we do have two that are the same size, I may put the acetate between the two instead of having the acetate show on one side. I don't know if I have two of everything, so we'll have to figure that out. There's two. There's two of these. And those are exactly the same size. And two of these bigger butterflies. I don't know if that was their intent. In fact, I think it's not, because I was looking at how they were gluing them. And it looks like they just glued the little stem to the back. But why don't we put the stem in the center and glue our pretty butterflies on both sides of that stem so that we have pretty little pop-ups. Here's a gold butterfly, all foiled. And we have two stars. I think there's more additions here than I probably actually want to add to mine. Two stars that are the same. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think we need an odd number. I'm going to add these two larger butterflies. So I am going to use most of them.
Okay, it's up and ready to order.
Oh, The magazine is now ready, and you want to link it for them?
Mhm.
Did you put it in class kits?
I put it in class.
You're so good.
I try. When I'm not
Okay.
being snarky.
Okay.
Or feisty. Or whatever that was.
All right. On your special day, let's celebrate. I'm going to do that one back to back too. All right. So now we're going to need some acetate, which was in our kit. What have I done with it? Because acetate is so darn easy to lose. It was here. I saw it. It was in front of me, really. It really was. It's not here. What did I do with the acetate? Did I pick up the acetate and move it? I don't believe I did, but I could have. Hello.
And it went
Save the pieces. Okay. Yeah, what did I do with the acetate? I didn't pick it up throwaways, did I? Let me just make sure. I didn't pick it up with the stuff I tossed. It was right here on the table. Where's the things that's under the box? Ah, good job, Martha. You're over there. I'm over here and you're finding it for me. Good girl. Thank you. Okay, now let's see how they're attaching these. Okay. All right. Maybe a divorce or two.
It's getting worse.
Oh, Glenn.
Okay, they're still there. I'm just going in to get the link.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, take the box lid. Yep. Embellish your tag. Add the lid. Yeah, that's not what I want. Take the selection of embossed elements and sentiments that you wish to feature. And by attaching to the acetate. See picture B. Yes. They're gluing the acetate to the back. From your acetate, cut 3 strips, one 105 by 10 millimeter, two 50 by 10, and create a crease in the long piece at 20 millimeters from the end. Yeah, you can't see picture D. Okay. All right. So we need to cut some acetate here.
Okay, next question, because I'm doing work stuff on camera. So, do you need me to take the blues and the purples out for the lilac card supplies?
That would not be a bad idea. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Let's just leave them there. I mean, the whole idea is we're trying to get an accurate inventory. Let's leave them there. Okay, so what did we just say? We said 105 millimeters would be okay. Just by attaching it to acetate. Okay, cut 3 strips. 1 centimeter wide and 10 centimeters long. I presume this is 10 centimeters long since it's about 4 inches. And I'm just going to cut myself a few of these. I think the idea here is that we want to have some acetate strips that are about 1 centimeter wide. Don't freak out about that, guys. It's 2.5 centimeters per inch. So we just need to cut some that are less than 1/2 inch. Sometimes it really worries people when they get into metric measures. And bottom line is, we're not going to I'm making mine just a little wider than they said because I want to put 2 pieces of decoration on each piece of acetate, which means that it's going to be a little heavier, right?
Mm-hmm.
My bottle stopped working. Even the big bottles will stop working if you leave them open too much. I don't have to tell you I leave them open too much. We've talked about needing to be zapped for doing that. Okay, say hi to Cat. Cat's in the room. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a little adhesive both on the acetate and to adhere my 2 strips together. Then I'm going to let that dry a minute. And see, that's going to be fun. And it'll hold up okay. Now let's do 2 of these butterflies. Once again, I'm going to adhere the butterflies together, and I'm going to put some adhesive on my acetate. And I'll put these butterflies back to back. And I'll have a pretty butterfly. Next, we're going to
Put those on for a class kit, so you're going to start getting some quick orders. So if you have the ability to do that now. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to put my acetate
Roberta
here.
says hello. Roberta says hello.
Hi, Roberta. I sent your order out today.
Kat says she sent you your order today in case you didn't hear her, Roberta.
I mean, I can do loud, but I don't want to hurt you guys' ears.
Okay. So you guys see what we're doing here. We're just... I really like these pink butterflies. I'm almost tempted to do that. But I do like the foil, so... The pink side gets the glue. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting the little acetate stem in the center. Now we are going to cut these. They're all the same length right now. They're all really long right now. But we're going to cut these so that they're different lengths. And that'll look good when they're popping and waving around in the middle of your box. Okay. That isn't a lot of room. I'm not sure I want all of these
I don't
pieces.
think the stars fit as well as some of the other options.
Okay. Well, if I have to limit what
I
I'm
was
using.
just going to say that to you when you said I need to maybe limit some.
Yeah. Let's I think I'm going to go with these, and I think I might retain these butterflies and the stars for a different project because that really is a lot of elements. So let's glue this pink one.
You could maybe put a butterfly on your bow.
Oh, I could. Oh. No jumping the gun there. Okay. All right. Make my little butterfly sandwiches. I woke up last night and couldn't go right back to sleep, so I was doing one of those online coloring programs. You know, the ones I'm talking about where you just click on the little spaces and it colors. Because it's mindless, you know. And the one I happened to pick up was a mandala, and the picture happened to end up being snails. And I found myself thinking, this is the way my mind works. I found myself thinking, what brilliant Frenchman walked along, saw one of those snails, and said, "Oh, that might be delightful with garlic and butter." These are the things I think about in the middle of the night. Okay, this is way too long. So I'm going to cut about an inch off on that. It's got to fit under my lid. Do you ever wonder about things like that?
I do. No.
In the middle of the night, no less. Who ever thought, let's just fry one of those little suckers up? Oh. You guys ever do that? You ever have these thoughts? Don't tell me I'm the only one. Let's just fry one of those little snails up and see how that tastes with some garlic and butter. Okay. I think we got one standing up and it wiggles nicely. So we want these to be at different heights. So I'm folding over probably about 1/3 of an inch. He must have been very hungry. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? The person who thought of that had to be really hungry. And if I was really, really hungry, I might wonder about such things too. But I'm not, and I don't. I do like the way we're getting the little pop-up box here, guys. I have to say, I think that's going to be really cute. Now, all I'm doing is trimming these stems, folding over probably about... Garlic and butter does make everything better. Yeah. I just think about all those snail trails and stuff, and I think, no,
Yeah.
not so much.
I don't know that garlic and butter can fix that.
I'm not sure I love my placement there. Let's move him a little. I think that's better. Kind of tilted, put it at an angle. I'm going to make this one a little shorter, I think. What's bad is that I can think of these things, I tickle myself, and sometimes I wake up Bryce laughing about things that are just bizarre. Just bizarre thoughts I have in the middle of the night. He really appreciates my humor. Not so much in the middle of the night.
I was just about to say, in the middle of the night, not probably. Not probable.
So we just got to kind of position these to where we like them. I'm going to save this corner for this other butterfly. And I think I'll make it a little shorter too. Because as much as I'm trying to make them all different sizes, they seem to be coming out pretty regular. Nope. You cannot touch your neighbor. You cannot touch your neighboring butterfly. It's not okay. All right. You see that from my perspective. That looks pretty good. So when we fold this all up, theoretically, they will all go inside. The lid will go on. We have given our friend their gift with the love tag on it. And when they open it, it will pop. And there will be little pretties inside. I like this idea for use in our other pop-up cards, don't you? It's so inexpensive to add a
Acetate and something
a
pretty.
piece of acetate and little pretties. You can fussy cut out of all kinds of things. They don't have to be two-sided. We just did it that way because we had them. And there we go. I knew this wasn't going to take me very long, and it wasn't going to use the allowable class time. So I thought maybe, since I only have 5 of these left downstairs, 6, 5 or 6 of these butterfly kits left. But I thought, why not do a spinner card? So let's do a spinner. Have you guys seen these before? I think maybe I showed them to you way back in the day, but it's been a long, long time. These have been on the shelf too long, not getting the attention they need, because they really are cool. This is Flutter by Spinners. This comes with materials to make 12 cards with foil inside and outside, 12 envelopes, and all of the butterflies. So first we have our butterfly sheets. Then we have our card blanks. These have an outer card and an inner card. There's our envelopes. We'll set those aside. This is very, very important. Do not lose this. Do not lose this. This is like very thin fishing filament. There's a strand of it sticking out. You can see the little shine from it. You do not want to lose this pack of filament. Okay? So this has an inner card and an outer card. We're going to take the inner card and we're going to fold it to go in the outer card. I do believe there's matching cards, although I could be wrong about that. Let's see if there aren't. I think the colors match up. They don't have to be matching, but I do believe that there are matching cards. So the yellow card has yellow insert. Our card folds like this. And our card, this centerpiece pops out of the inner card and it folds like this so that it will be a pop out inside our card. So it will be like this, creating a gateway for our spinning butterfly. And the pop out, or the pop out we take from the inside, can be used on the outside of our card to be beautiful. So let's see where they say to glue this. Okay, They're saying start by folding the card in half along the score line and press out the die cut topper. Cut the invisible thread into 12 to 16 centimeter lengths on the reverse of your inner card. Line up the thread with the center fold and stick firmly to the top and bottom. Ensure that the thread stays taut. So they're talking about in this one, we're going to cut a piece of thread that is long enough to cover that window and maybe just a little bit extra, so we can put this down with some red tape. Do not lose these threads, I say again, because if you write to me and you say, where can I get these? I'm going to tell you the tackle store. I don't carry this thread. It's wonderful because it's almost invisible, which is why it's very, very easy to lose. But do not lose it. It's as light as a hair filament. It really is. I'm going to make mine a little bit longer on the top and the bottom. I'm going to tape it in place. And then I'm going to cut off the extra when I'm done. I'm using red tape because I really want that filament to stay put. Now, where did it go? Where did my... Here it is. It was laying on the back of my card and it's so invisible I couldn't see it. There we go. Huh? Oh, good night, Glenn. Okay. I'm going to run this filament down here, keeping, well, when I'm ready to tape it, I will hold it in place. Really, rate a fisherman, Karen says. I'm going to pull that nice and tight. And I'm going to seal that in place with my red tape, which I am not removing the backer from. When I've got it right where I want it, I will clip the ends.
Can you put it down a little bit lower so I can see?
Let me clip the ends. I can see what I'm doing.
See it?
Okay. I'm not sure if you can even see it. There's the thread. See it? Running top to bottom in that space. Okay. Next, I am going to take two. Press out the coordinating die cut butterfly. Get high-tack tape in reverse and use this to attach a butterfly centrally on the invisible thread. Okay, so there should be a coordinating butterfly here. I would say that yellow coordinates very nicely. I'm going to take two of those yellows, and we're going to do kind of what we just did. We're going to put these butterflies back to back. And we're going to place them around that string. So I'm going to get a piece of red tape here. This kit makes 12 butterflies cards with all of the materials, the thread, the inside card, the outside card, the butterfly die cut sheets, the whole shebang. And the kit is $19.99. So per card, that is going to be one really, really cool card for very little. Uh-oh, did it come loose? No. For very little money.
Did you have to trim something out, or did you just clip something to make it work?
Did I clip something to make it work? I didn't have to trim anything out.
Okay, I thought I just saw you with scissors in your hand.
I'm just cutting the red tape. There's my butterfly hanging in the center. Okay. Now we're going to insert this butterfly into our card. I need help from them to remember where to attach it. Okay. They're putting pieces of red tape on the back here. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Scary. It's been a long time since I've made one of these. Yes, very good way to use leftover punch outs. And this is something you can do for yourself. You know, you could make this. But for $19.99, that's a heck of a good deal. Very entertaining both to make and to give. People will love these. If you have never given one of these, people will love them and they will play with them again and again and again. And they will show them to everybody. They'll wind them back up and they'll show them over and over again, won't they, Margie? You've given these, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple. But you know me, I like spinner cards.
Yes.
A lot.
I like any card I can play with.
Yeah. That is true.
And you guys can see that there's nothing terribly precise about this. There's not. My paper was trying to get to you.
I was thinking in my head, you're being very brave because you have 4 strips of red sitting there waiting in no flags.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to attach this to the card. We're going to leave a border right here where the border is on the card. We're going to leave the same border on the other side. You can see where the blue starts? I'm going to attach it right over that blue. Now, when my card is opened,
Wrong way.
I'm going to wind it up. And I'm just winding and 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 winding. The more you wind it up, the more it will spin. Close my card. Open my card. Yes, good point, Annette. Isn't that cute? Let's put the topper on the front. And then we can take an extra one of our butterflies that we have here, I think. I'm sure we don't have that many yellows. I'm going to take this butterfly. I'm going to put this on the front of my card.
Annette said that the first time that she made one of these, she did take the tape off.
Oh, I'm going to bend my butterfly on both sides of the thorax. I'm going to curl his wings just a little bit around my finger. Oh, the butterfly has a little nick in his wing. I don't think I did it, but I must have done it when I took it out. Well, I did. There it is. I'm going to be more careful this time. Bending in on both sides of the thorax. Susan Reed will be so happy with me. She taught me that word. I kept saying the butterfly's body. She said, it's called the thorax. She corrected me repeatedly, and now I call it the thorax. You remember Susan? She's a British friend who came in and sat in on classes, and you guys met her a few times. Now, I can, if I want to, also put a sentiment on here or a border. There's a bunch of different decorations. I do think I'll add a handmade by to the back, because why not? I do like this tag. This is sending sunshine your way. Let's see if we can find a good place to put that. This bright yellow card, it kind of calls out for that, don't you think?
I love that the back is even pretty.
The back is beautiful. I just put that handmade especially for you right in the middle. And sending sunshine your way. I'm going to put right up here in the corner. And we'll wind it up again, because why not? We have time and it's fun. So you have to, oops, you got to keep it going the same direction. Wind it and wind it and wind it and wind it and wind it. So what's that work out to per card? $20 for 12 cards.
Can't do math today.
About
That's
$1.
Really 20? Is that
I
right?
was thinking $1.30, but right in that range. Okay, closing our card. We have our beautiful card. Our friend.
$1.67.
$1.67 per card. Okay, we ready? Our friend pulls it out of the envelope, opens it up. Isn't that just the sweetest thing? Love that. We'll slide right into your card, even though it's doubled. This will squish a little bit, but it'll still perk up. There you go. 2 great projects. And we can still just perk these up. It's still wet, so I tried to move. I'm glad I took it back out. Fun, fun card. So easy to do. So very easy to do. 12 cards, $1.60 a piece. You will have great fun making them. Your recipients will have great fun playing with them. Any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom over anything we've done today? We've done 2 great cards. We've only spent 1 hour and 11 minutes doing these great cards. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Don't lose the invisible string. Let's see our gift box again. Are we ready? You give your friend their box with its little with love tag, and out spring all the beautiful butterflies and messages. Wowzer. If you guys enjoyed tonight's classes, be sure you hit that thumbs up message for me.
There were several that have done it already.
It makes me feel good, and it tells YouTube, yep, this is a safe channel. We can send more people here, and we want them to do that. If you're not already a subscriber to our channel, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss anything we're up to. We always have fun. And be sure that you refer your friends, neighbors, relatives to our craft site and to our YouTube channel. You know we will take care of them. We will do our best. Judy, my poodle, says hello to Teddy. I will convey the message, Karen. Teddy's been needy today. He's wanted to be in my lap all day. I'm not sure what that's about, but he's been very sweet.
It's kind of one of those days to curl up with your puppy.
It sort of is. It's a little rainy and stormy here, and it really is a good cuddle up with the puppy day.
But I'm going back to counting quilling.
Okay, guys. If there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I will see you. I will see you Saturday, and we will do the Tattered Lace magazine. These are now listed. It is in your class kits section. It is issue 81. They're $19.99. You get a die that's worth way more than $19.99 by Tattered Lace standards. You get a stamp that says on your special day, and you get 20 pre-printed papers with this issue. So be sure you grab this one. As you know, we can't get Tattered Lace anymore. We have a limited number of them, so grab them while you can get them. And we have a limited number at this point of the box kits. Believe it or not, the box kits have actually already been really popular. Will probably be more popular now. Grab a box kit if you want one, or you can modify your box cards that you're already making to include that pop-up feature. And I have just 6 of the butterfly spinner kits. I can't pick it up without winding it up because it must be done. It just must be done. So, unless there are other, I'll let you watch it spin before we sign off. Because it really is fun to watch and get a good spin on it. Get a good spin on it. Okay, are you ready? My mom or my sister or my aunt or my friend opens the card and it goes, it's just so much fun. Okay, guys, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.